driving down, and one of the issues I had is when I would step on the gas, I just had like no power. And so now I would say I got a decent amount of power. Shoot, I'm trying to get on this highway here, and cutting people off. Unfortunately, sorry, dude. I always give the wave like the big wave, but anyways, you see, and it's actually the EV lights coming on, so it wasn't doing that before. That's fantastic. You can see that all the lights are lit up on this side, meaning I'm getting like maximum fuel efficiency. And suppose I'm getting 23.5, but I'm only going 20 miles an hour. And you can see that EV light turn on again. So it's charging batteries now. Charging system's not being distressed. That is fantastic. This car is set, ready to go. I paid $3,500 for it. Let's see, it has under 60,000 miles. It has some body damage here and there, but a 60,000 mile vehicle. The engine sounds fantastic. I think this is a great buy, and it's well worth $6,000 or more for what it is. When you get on the freeway, you can see downtown Fort Worth is right on over there. Yeah, it's all downtown Fort Worth. But anyways, this is it. Thanks for watching. All I did was took the battery cell out. I was super nervous because it scares you, right? All the verbiage that you find anywhere is be careful, it's super high voltage. But I tested it out and realized later that it's 2 banks. Each bank is about 150 volts at charge, and at rest it's about 140 volts. So obviously it sounds like a lot of voltage, but it's direct current, so it's not going to release all its voltage at once. And I actually did shock myself twice today as I was doing that. But they're tiny little zaps, kind of like those little trick pens that you get to zap your friends with, the little buzzers you put in your hand. I would compare it to a zap of that nature. Obviously, I have no way of measuring that as far as the zap that somebody gets accidentally, like I did, doing silly things. Or I say silly things, but making this thing work. Thing is, I was not getting this EV light to turn on. I did try to push this electronic vehicle mode button, but it wasn't really taking it. So when I get my own electric vehicle that I'm ready to keep, I will actually go ahead and put some deep cycle batteries in the back and use those. Like, yeah, I'm stepping on the gas and I've got some great acceleration. Before I put that one cell in there, I couldn't, and so I took it all apart. I was careful. I'm still sweating. Like, I even cut myself on one other thing that's not related to the car, but I'm sweating. It's about 90 degrees outside. I don't know if this thing actually, that's 93 outside, so I was wet from the sweat, but I said I did get shocked twice, but in my opinion it wasn't a big deal, and my reflexes fortunately allowed this guy that's freaking on my nuts in the back. And this guy in the white vehicle was nice enough to look in. I guess you saw that these guys are plowing in. But anyways, it's back together. It's running great. The biggest thing that I learned was that you have to have that fan set up. That fan is keeping the batteries cool, and they get hot. Like, they were sizzling hot. So definitely get that fan and make sure that fan is working perfectly. I probably should have taken it out and washed it and gotten some of the dust off of it just to make it run better. But anyways, what is the saying? It's saying 17 miles to the gallon, but I'm going up and accelerating. I can't maintain a good speed because all these vehicles are around me. Jeez Louise, look at those buildings there. That's some money. There's a lot of money coming into Fort Worth. That is a lot of money. I wonder how much those houses are worth. But anyway, super excited. 57,000 miles, just under 60,000. And I'm pretty sure once I get it leveled out, this thing's going to be getting about 30 miles plus to the gallon. Obviously, let's say it's rush hour traffic, so it's bringing those numbers right now. These things are going on right now. that 19.2 is just because I was going up the hill, slowing down, speeding up to flow of traffic. But it worked great. I just opened up all the casing for the batteries, and then I tested each battery individually, found the one that had the least voltage on it, which in my case was like 6.7 volts, and pulled it out, put in another one, and that was it. Pulling it out was a little nerve-wracking because of all the cells and metal that you touch, but it wasn't a big deal. Disconnect the ground that goes all the way up to the other side,